Good morning. Thought we'd do something a little bit different this morning, so we've come out and about, having a wander around rather than doing a same old boring morning intro from the hotel room. So we've come for a wander at the Venetian. Me and Sheila. Hello. Um, okay. Yesterday wasn't the best day for playing poker. I accept that. I made some dodgy decisions at best. Um, I recognised in real time that I maybe wasn't in the best frame of mind um, whilst playing. Um, Easily distracted, frustration had crept in, um, and that's fine for those things to happen. But it was good that I managed to catch it while it was happening, rather than allow it um, to build up and fester. Um, so I actually give myself a lot of credit for that, um, because it would have been easy for me to just, you know, not recognise it and just let it build up into something bigger than it was. Once I caught that feeling, um, I then dialed back in, played the best poker I could, given the fact that I was short stacked and not getting any cards. And then when I did get cards, I acted in a way I was supposed to, and just went out as no problems with that. So today, reset my mentality um, while I'm playing. Phone is in the pocket; it's not coming out at all. I'll do break updates, etc. But um, today is definitely 100% focus on playing poker. So I'm going to go and play the Daily Deepstack again at the WSOP today. It's a 1 o'clock start, which is why we came out and about to come to a few places and see a few sites first. Um, my aim is to play the mini main tomorrow, which is a 10 o'clock start, $1,000 buy-in. So part of the reason for going back to the WSOP today is to just get more experience and exposure to WSOP conditions and tables, etc. Um, do I want to do well today? Yes. Am I putting any pressure on myself to do that? No. I think today I'm already reconciled with the fact that today is about making sure I get back into a routine of concentrating on what I'm doing, focusing on where I am, and making the best decisions as possible. And if that means I bust out after two levels by playing everything um, to the best of my ability, then I'm happy and comfortable with that. I would like a cash, I'd like a deep run, obviously, but today, in preparation for tomorrow, I think the most important thing is to get back to playing great poker uh, and just deal with whatever results come from that. So that's my aim for today. We're going to go and visit a few more places, aren't we? And then we'll head over for poker, and I'll update you on how we get on. Okay, so today's t-shirt is a Marvel one. I'm totally from the future. I don't know if anyone will pick up on it, but it's from Avengers Endgame when Thor and Rocket go back to Asgard in the past to extract the Reality Stone from Jane. And Thor meets his mom, and she says, "Oh, the future hasn't been kind to you, has it, my son?" And he says, "I'm not from the future." And she says, "Boy, I see with more than eyes." And he was, "I'm totally from the future." And he gets all emotional, and I absolutely love that line. So this is a really, really good t-shirt for me. It just makes me smile. So that's the t-shirt for today. Okay, first break in this session. We have been really quiet. Started with 25,000, we've now got 30,400. I have literally folded everything apart from two hands. First hand I played was after about an hour, and it was Queen 9 of spades. Flop comes down with two spades on it. I bet he calls. The turn is not a spade, but it gives me a straight draw as well. I bet he calls, and then the river is a spade and gives me the flush. I bet he raises, I call. He hit the straight on the river. He thought he was good. And then that got me up to about 34,000. And the other hand I played was Ace 10 of diamonds. The guy raised when the blinds were 200, 300, 300. He raised to 2,200. I called because my hand's too strong to throw. And flop came down with one diamond, 6, 7, 8. Now I know I've got a 9 to the straight, but I either need to hit a 9 or run a run of diamonds. He bets out 7,000, so I just fold that one. I just give that one away and lose the 2,000. Then I've just played blinds since then. So not a lot to report, but I think the big thing today is that I'm playing every hand and I'm in the moment for every hand. I am just aware and in the moment and just concentrating on what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's keeping me out of trouble. It's keeping me focused, and hopefully when we go back, we'll have better cards we can play with. But for now, no trouble, no danger. Can't say I'm playing well because I haven't had any cards, but the two hands I have had, I'm happy with how I've played them both. So that's it for now. See you on the next break. All right, we have a better session with more things to report this time. The headline is we've got 67,200. Last break we had about 30. Went down a bit, got down to about 16,000 something at one point. And then when we were down that low, we played a hand, Ace Queen. I could have jammed in that position, but I chose to just lead out for 3.5k. Got a caller who just called me. We saw the flop, heads up. The flop was Queen, Queen 9. Happy days. She bet 5k. She had 11 total, so she got 6k left behind. I put her all in. She called. She turned over queens. She turned over kings, and my ace queen held. So we got a little bit back up there. That took us about 34,000 again. And then we had a really, really interesting hand. I got ace 10. The suits don't matter. The flop came king, queen, 10. No, it didn't. Sorry, queen, jack, queen, jack, queen, jack 9. Queen, jack 9. So happy with that. Me and another guy, we bet in each street. The turn paired the queens. Bet again. The river was a king. So now I've hit the nut straight. He bet, I raised. He jammed, I called. He turned over 9, 10. And he's got a straight to the king. I've got a straight to the ace, so I win. He was very unhappy with himself. But anyway, and that's how we've got where we are. We're not playing many hands. We're getting long periods of being card dead. And the thing I'm pleased about today is that I am in the moment and concentrating on every single hand. I'm watching everything. I'm staying focused and just when I do get a hand that I'm willing to play, I'm playing it aggressively and correctly. I don't think I've made any mistakes today. I'm just playing good poker, and that's all I can do. So here's my emotional support. Hello. So yeah, it's all good. We're moving on to the next level. Late Reg is now closed. We've got over 1,500 entries. So I'd imagine around 300 will make the money. But we'll confirm that later. So at the moment, everything is all good. Until next time. So I've busted out the Daily Deepstack, around 500 or so position, out of 1,600 odd. It was a weird one because I spent most of the day um, playing very few hands and um, not being able to accumulate many chips. Got to a point where I'd got less than 20 big blinds. It was my big blind. I'd got Jack two. Two people just called, so it's three-way to a flop. I couldn't get away from it. I didn't want to play Jack two, but and then the flop comes Jack 6-5. First guy checks, second guy min bets. I perhaps should have just folded it, but because they showed no aggression whatsoever in building the pot, I decided that although it might not be the right GTO move to try and squeeze, and I jammed, and both of them called. One had aces, one had Jack seven, and I didn't hit, so that's it out. I remember thinking before I made the jam that would I be comfortable with the result if it went against me, and I thought yes, because I wanted to get some chips. It wasn't a massive punt, it was a calculated gamble. I could have easily been ahead there. They could have had tens, they could have had flush draws, they could have had all sorts, could have had ace king, whatever. But they didn't, and I went out, and that's fine. I'm happy and reconciled with the play that I made. Would I do it again? Probably not. But every situation, every decision you make in poker is dependent on the situation at the time. So disappointed not to get nearer to a cash again, but absolutely delighted with how I played. I showed a lot of mental resilience um, through periods when I was getting no cards whatsoever to play and playing few hands. I stayed present in the moment for every single hand, gave the game my full attention, and did what I could on that point of view. So my mental game today was much better than yesterday, which is really pleasing. Looking ahead to the mini main tomorrow. So that's it for tomorrow. We'll pick it up then. Good night.